All right, I've had a couple of questions from people who wanted to add floors without mass floors. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick video about that. What I would do is just go to an elevation and figure out where you want to add a floor. So let's say I wanted to add a floor on plan A5, right? Here's a floor here. Let's go ahead and delete that one. So just go to that plan, right? I'm going to go to my non-schematic plan, and it'll show that plan here. And then you can create a floor. So let me close my south elevation and I'll tile these, right? So you can kind of see maybe it being created as I create it. So if I come in and I go to architecture and go to the floor pull down, instead of floor by face, I would go to floor architectural. And it sends you into this sketch mode. And what it wants you to do is create a closed loop that it will extrude. And it's going to place this on plan. You can come over here and set it to plan A5, right? Over here on the level. So over here, set it to plan A5. And then all you need to do is create a outline. So you could use the line command, right? And come in and just draw lines. It's going to make these magenta lines. You can also come in and use the pick line. And if you hover over some of the lines, it depends. It will pick some of them, but not all of them, because these are not, actually flat. It's having a hard time picking those. But sometimes it will pick them. But if I come in and, draw a circle here, and then let's say I come in and draw a line, from here, let's do it from here to here to here to here to here, right? What it's going to do is it's going to draw a rectangular floor, right? You can see it kind of drawing it over here on the ground. A rectangular floor with a hole in the center of it. And it's going to put the generic 12-inch filled white. If I want a different one, I can come in here and say I want a glazed one. And then if you hit the big green check, it will, you can see it putting that floor in there, right? So you can see it. And if you pick that floor, I'm picking it in the 3D view, you could pick it in here, you can edit that boundary and then, change that. So if you wanted to make this smaller, like if you wanted to make it 4 feet, like a little tiny hole, you can change that. And now it's got a little tiny hole in it, right? So again, if I went to, let's say, my plan A2, right? So here's my plan A2, and I've got some other walls in this one. I could come over here again and go to floor architectural, and I'll pick the concrete floor, and I'll go to the pick line. And because I have some straight walls and some straight versions in here, I can come in and kind of pick these lines, right? And then I could maybe pick these 2 lines. And so it's going to do the same thing. It's going to create a floor on plan A2, right? That looks like, whoops. And it's saying that it's not a closed loop. So you see how this overlapped right here? So it's saying it can't make it. So you can just hit continue and come in and make sure that you have a closed loop. So you can use the trim command. You could pick this and just kind of pull this blue dot where it goes to that edge. Or there's a trim command here. And if you pick the things you want to keep, it should, oh, it's being annoying. So this one seems to be better just to pull it, but, and then, oh, I think I made 2, right? And then once you get that done, oops, this must be included. That one's not. So if I go to the trim command, let's see if it'll do it. Oh, do it. That's a little weird. But if I pull that one, hit check, right? And then if this comes up, just say don't attach. And then if I go to my 3D view, you'll see on plan A2, you'll see that floor, right, being created, right? You can also do things like look at the properties, like I could height offset it like 4 feet. So now it's up, or if I want to do -4 feet, it would go down. Again, you can always select it and edit the boundary, and change it. So if you wanted to pull this guy in and pull this guy in, you could do that. And now, say don't attach, right? It will pull the floor in so it's kind of offset. All right, so that's about it.